Hey everybody, this is Kelly, Flip with Kelly coming at you. How's everybody doing today? Today I'd like to continue on with 17 questions, the impossible questions by Tim Ferriss, and how we can apply that to wholesaling real estate. So, 14th question here is, could it be that everything is fine and complete as is? Which is kind of the reach exceeds your grasp, but what you're grasping at the moment, if you can grasp this concept, is you want to be content with what you have while at the same time reaching for more. Otherwise, what are we all doing here? If in a perfect world, if everything was perfect, you would have no reason to want more, and you'd just be content. And that's not what life is all about. We do have lessons to be learned. We have things to pursue, but yet at the same time, if you're constantly pursuing, getting to the next level, getting to the next level, getting to the next level, without taking time to stop and smell the roses and enjoy the journey, then, what are we all doing here? So it's about appreciating what you have, the blessings that have been bestowed upon us, and having that present state of awareness. Some people call it mindfulness, and enjoying the moment. So, we want to be pursuing a worthwhile goal or plan while being satisfied with those blessings that we have right now. Having a deep gratitude, contentment, and accepting what we have. So that's that old, courage to change the things you can, acceptance of what you can't, what's not, focus on what you can control, and then you can either alter, accept, or change, or your three choices. And recognizing divine goodness in all circumstances. Sometimes bad or unwanted things happen, but then as a result of that, good things can also come about. And sometimes you can't always see around the corner those good things that are going to happen, but seems like over the history of the last hundreds of thousands or millions of years, the light always wins, because that's all there is light. And then we have our human experience, where in order to better things, progress, change, there's that lower level of darkness or the shadow. Some people would call it evil. Just to have that full spectrum. If you don't have any polarity, then. And the world is changing, if you change with it. So how can we apply this to wholesaling? Are you, I guess, just sharing from own experience? If you're breathing, you're taking in air, you're alive. Be resourceful and take advantage of anything that you're provided with the resources. This could be where you live, the people you know. You got two legs, you can walk, put sticky notes out. If you got life experience, you can cold call and have things in common with people to connect. You got thumbs, you can text. And then let's see here. I was going to check out one other thing. So, at the end of the day, at the end of your day before you're ready to go to bed, you can praise yourself for any wins you've had that day. And you can say your prayers as you fall asleep most nights. Remember, prayer, one of the best forms of prayer is the Lost Motive Prayer by Greg Braden. And that's where you pray whatever it is that you want or need. Sometimes there's a fine line between what you want and need. But if there's a drought, you want to pray rain, not pray for rain. So which end of the stick are you praying? If your reality is a drought, then are you seeing the drought and you're thinking, oh, I'm praying for rain because of the drought? So what are you vibrating as? On the lack end of the stick? Are you imagining the drought, everything you're experiencing, or are you taking this to a different plane where you're imagining rain, and then when it rains, what does the ground turn to mud? Do you smell the mud? Do you smell the water, the lake? Walk outside when it rains sometime. Hard to do that during a drought, but go somewhere where there's rain, I guess, if you don't have it outside. But for most people, it rains and you smell that fresh, clean rain scent, right? So see the grass brightening, getting really bright green after it rains, dark green. And how do you feel when you walk out in nature after it just rained? How does it make you feel? And the smell of it. So how would it feel to get a wholesale done, to close on a wholesale deal? We're coming up on our 13th time. I know how it feels. Feels kind of good. This time around, looking at making a 5,000 assignment, which is, I've made more than that before, but 5,000 is better than no 1,000. So we got, how does that feel? How does it feel to put sticky notes out, get more deals? How does it feel to put up bandit signs and get a seller calling you that's interested in selling? How does it feel to see your bank account grow? So online, you can see the 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 80,000, up over 100,000 in your bank account. If you know how to, whether you want to say save, invest wisely. How does it feel for avalanches of money, wealth, abundance to be coming, flowing to you? So yeah, it's being content with where you're at, appreciating the things that you do have, and we all got the same number of hours in a day, and so a lot of this is just getting your mindset right about having that the speed and the easiness and the volume. Let's see here if we can a little stray off track a little bit and go into something else. Some pro habits that can take you to super success. So you want to go all in, be obsessive. Now, does that mean that you can have perfect wealth, perfect health, perfect this, perfect that? If you're spreading yourself too thin, but if you got a number one priority, and sometimes that's figuring out your number one constraint that's preventing you, or or the next step that you need to take in order to get there. And if you can't take that step, if there's a roadblock, then you got to figure out what that is. And then what does the data say? You know your KPIs, not how you feel about what you might perceive as things not going well. But if you got the KPIs, and then another good question is, how can I apply as much superhuman volume as I can, as fast as I can, and break that plateau? So that might be a 13-line dialer in order to get those superhuman results. So how do I find 10x the opportunities to execute? If you got your vibration raised, then maybe those opportunities will be presented to you. Think 10x volume, speed, strength, power, leverage. And then if you choose that one habit, not two, you don't want to dilute, but one habit for 30 days, 30 to 90 days, getting those reps in, that's what creates the skill. So that'll be different for everybody's business. If your strong point is making videos and helping people make money, helping people wholesale real estate, and JV deals come to you, that might be one way. Maybe it means you just putting out more sticky notes, making more warm calls, doing more mass texting. There'll be different strokes for different folks, but whatever you're currently doing, you're finding success in, then that's how you want to find out how to 10x that. And if you have the goal of doing stuff you can't accomplish in your lifetime, now you got a target to hit. And you can do short term, medium, and long-term goals. Write all that out in a plan, have your timelines, and what you plan to do in return in order to allow that stuff into your life. And so yeah, it's time to get getting. You guys found any value? Share, like, and subscribe. Smash the like button. And we're gonna get after the day here. We got lots of things, plans, stuff to do today. So, all right, this is Flip with Kelly. You guys have yourself a great one. Make sure you have your plan now. Are you going to be putting sticky notes out? Are you going to be cold calling? Are you going to be doing mass texting? Are you going to be sending letters? Are you going to get your filters dialed in to send out some postcards, open letter marketing, direct mail? What you going to be doing consistently, and maybe 30, 60, 90 days, the momentum will get going, and then the money start flowing. Avalanches of it. Have a great one.